So One Planet Summit.
The French president issued a stark warning, telling leaders at the One Planet Summit in Paris that time is running out to save the world from climate change.
Mais on est en train de perdre la bataille.
We're in the process of losing the battle. Those who came before us, they were lucky. They could say, we didn't know, and it was true. For 20 years now, we have known.
Emmanuel Macron wants Europe to take the lead on climate change after the US's decision to pull out of the Paris Accord. It's why he called for a summit of world leaders, bosses and scientists to find new ways to finance green energy.
Those who fail to bet on a green economy will be living in a grey future.
It was 2 years ago in Paris that 200 world leaders promised to limit global warming to less than 2 degrees Celsius. The Paris Accord was an historic moment, but since then, progress has been slow.
Well, the Paris Agreement was excellent. Now the question is to implement it. And obviously, sometimes it's not as quick as one could expect or hope. We had, unfortunately, the decision made by President Trump. And we need, and that's the aim of this meeting, to develop financing. I mean, public financing and private financing.
This summit was all about reviving momentum for the Paris Accord, and there have been some big wins. The World Bank and the world's biggest insurer, AXA, both announcing that they will scale back their investments in fossil fuels and focus more on green energy. Former US Secretary of State John Kerry said it was a disgrace that there were no high-ranking US officials here. But for the Americans who were present, the fight continues.
Trump and some of his Republican colleagues are going in a totally different direction. We, the grassroots, the major states of America, we're taking action, and the people through the American Promise, corporate leaders, they're doing likewise.
The US pullout has left a large climate change funding gap, but those here say they will do all they can to make up the shortfall and safeguard the planet for future generations. Natacha, Butler, Al Jazeera, Paris.